Alright, so I'm sure you see the face cam in the corner and you already can probably tell my voice isn't matching up with it. So for the sake of this video, we're going to pretend it is because I made the mistake of not being highly motivated while recording, which led to a very dull monotone, very boring dialogue. And although I know not many people are going to watch this video. The few that do, I want it to be a slightly more enjoyable experience. So I'm voiceovering most of this and covering some of the same topics. So anyways, without further ado, welcome to why you should kill the Ender Dragon. And I know you're thinking like why should I kill the Ender why shouldn't you kill the Ender Dragon? More importantly, this is why I should kill the Ender Dragon. I've spent just as many hours as any veteran Minecraft player on this game, and I've wasted it just toiling away, not killing the Ender Dragon. I've always been much more of a builder, a time waster, playing with my friends until we get bored and not picking it up for a couple months. And this time I'm going to sit down, not do any of the other things that the game wants you to do, and just focus on beating it. This is just one of those goals, you've always wanted to do when you've played a game like this. This is also my first time playing Java Edition Minecraft because I just got this laptop for college and was surprised to see that it can somewhat handle Minecraft, which is great. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's definitely a new experience. I'm really sloppy with these controls right now. It's like all awkward. Even breaking these pumpkins right now, it's a little just awkward trying to the keyboard is like but the worst part is probably using a mouse pad. So if I had like a wired mouse or something, I'm sure it'd be a little better. But then like I'm on the couch right now, so I'd kind of have to change locations for that. So yeah, I think it's just gonna stay how it is for now. We found a village, so that's huge. Makes the beginning a lot easier because one of my first goals in this is to find a reliable source of food. So that's just one less worry that we have in the back pocket. Definitely don't want to be looking for food while we're trying to tackle other things. Especially later in the game, just having those stakes will be huge. But yeah, this village is something exciting to see in the beginning. I was looking around for a minute, hoping we could find one, and I'm excited to see it. It's not looking the biggest right now. I'm noticing a surplus of animals. I feel like the roof on that house up there is a little weird. I do think it was a little strange, but yep, this house doesn't have much going on in it. A little disappointing over here, but um, found like there's some farms going on in this village that we can commandeer and take over for our own. So that's just something we don't have to do early game. Arguably early game is probably the most fun part, but that's like not really just the goal of right now. Obviously this video is going to be a little more slower paced, enjoying the start of a new world and stuff, but after this I want to up the pace and really only focus more on the meat and beans of what we're trying to do and the goals we're trying to accomplish. Um, Originally was shooting for like a 5 episode series, but once I started listing all the goals a little later in this video, it started to seem like maybe we could do it quicker than that. I don't know. See, the thing about Minecraft is like, so there's like some games where you're going level by level, and eventually you get to the boss, and that's just how it is. And you're supposed to be there. You have what it takes to beat it because that's what the game's given you, and that's what the game has told you need. And so then it may take you a while, but you can confidently take on that boss knowing you have the ability to beat it. And then there's other games where you're allowed to get different sets of armor or weapons before you go fight the boss. And so it leads to a little more unsurety of when to go when you're prepared, but you can always go try it, and worst thing that happens is you have to try again. But with Minecraft, if I'm not prepared enough, there is a chance I go to fight the Ender Dragon and lose everything. Like, lose it all, have to start over and rebuild most of what we've done. So that is the one of the scary parts about killing the Ender Dragon, and it makes it you have to decide how much prep you need. But that's a little further in the future. Right now, we're gonna crack open all these hay bales and bust them all down into bread, and also use some for the cow farm. That way we can have like unlimited steaks. Because bread is good early game, but as it moves on, having cooked steaks is much more efficient for keeping you full longer. Um, Definitely feeling the weight of sucking at keyboard right now, but I have to admit, there's like, especially since it's my first time playing Java, it's already just a lot of slight differences. But switching up the controls to where you're just really bad at a game, there's so much charm in being bad at a game. I would even argue that, being bad at anything is some of the most fun you'll ever have is when you're bad at things. Like any discipline, martial arts, sports. In the beginning, when you're bad, that's when you're really making the most progress. And I think progress is where entertainment comes from. Because as you get better, you become more of your like own biggest critique. And that's when it becomes harder and harder to enjoy things. So just getting to enjoy being bad at the controls and it forcing me to slow down, it's a lot of fun. But that being said, I still might switch controller. Also not used to having to come up with the recipes myself. I didn't realize that little book can be pressed and it'll pull up the recipe for you, but in a way it's kind of fun trying to figure out what the recipes would be. Like obviously you've seen them before, but I've never had to input them myself in the versions of Minecraft I've been playing all my life. Also don't know how to like select all buttons, so I'm just spam clicking it to try and pick them all up. So things like that. I mean, it's okay to be bad at it, but at the same time, I'm either gonna have to like do a huge Googling spree on some of the controls I don't know, or I don't know, just like ah, have to go plug up the PS4 controller, get it charged up, and Bluetooth it to this bad boy is the only other option. But anyways, super excited to have like almost 2 stacks of bread here. Um, I don't know. I always hate being hungry because now I have like free reign to just sprint around and not worry about it for a while. Mainly just keeps me covered until I have millions of cows at my disposal to be brutally maimed and murdered. Don't worry, we don't kill the child cows though, so it could be much much worse. Ugh. This game's a lot of fun though. Definitely enjoying the break today. I got off work like half a day today, so it's really nice to get to sit down and play such a game like this. So yeah, like the past 2 weeks, I've been at annual training, being army stuff, doing my medic training and whatnot. So while I chop these trees, um, that reminds me of the labors I've been through recently. Definitely wore my body out with that. It was a lot of fun. It definitely was. I enjoy it. But it's tiring. I hit like we did a best warrior competition. I ended up making the battalion team. Don't really know what that means yet, but I'll have to compete sometime with them. We did like a 12-mile ruck. I had 35 pounds on my back plus my water, and then just like my kit, like my mags and stuff, and obviously carried my weapon and hit the 12 miles. I got it in 2.5 hours. So my feet were pretty torn up after that day. I was definitely experiencing some cramps because I failed myself and didn't hydrate properly, which disappointed me quite a bit. Just that I could have been faster if I had prepared better the night before and drank water like I was supposed to. Especially being a medic when I'm the one telling everyone else to drink water. It's a little comical that I'm the one out there being dehydrated and experiencing cramps. Oh, I got the hiccups. Anyways, but yeah, so it's definitely nice to get that break today, going from something so adult as like being a medic and like saving people for 2 weeks and keeping people from heat catting, giving them fluids when they're dehydrated, having to pull people out of the field when they can't take it anymore. And then now I'm sitting on my couch, don't even have socks on, being a complete bum, got off work half a day playing a child's game. I mean, there is some beauty to that, man. It's definitely great. But we're gonna get these trees chopped down for our fences and our signs for the to-do list. And then we'll have us a nice little cow pen, a list, to keep us pointed in the right direction. We're literally just gonna cut down enough trees until both these axes are ground down to nothing. and from there we'll have quite a bit of wood to get us through some of the beginning bits of the game, and that's that. I'm not sure how soon I'm gonna post this. I wanted to do a why you should play with Legos before I did this series, but I mean it also wouldn't hurt to go ahead and post part one and then do that. So I don't know. I didn't really intend to get to record today. It started raining and Dad was like, "Do you want the rest of the day off?" And I'm like, "Shoot, man, you already know, dog." But ate some ramen noodles. Might eat another like 5 packs of ramen noodles. Honestly, I'm feeling so lazy. I might go buy a pint of ice cream. But yeah, it's it makes it. I will also say, if you're bored of Minecraft, literally just record yourself, or even act like you're recording yourself playing. It makes it harder. Maybe I haven't yet like found the like skill of talking while playing, so it makes it harder, and it makes like doing things take longer for sure. But acting like you're videoing, like makes it so much like it gives you drive, and keeps you like doing like you're engaging yourself almost like you're engaged in what you're doing instead of playing absent-mindedly. And so acting like you're playing for an audience is it helps keep the game interesting, I think. So I think like if you're having trouble enjoying the game, start YouTubing yourself. That's somewhat with what I'm doing. Like I'm fully aware I might post 1,000 videos before I get more than a couple people watching them. But like if I can get like super into like making good videos, then I'm okay with that. I would My current goal is to like just post videos and eventually they'll start getting kind of better. And then like at some point I'll have quite a few kind of good videos up. And then at that point, maybe some people will watch them. Like right now, I don't really want subscribers because I'm not gonna be posting good videos yet. I don't know what I'm doing, but can still enjoy it. Like enjoy the grind of making videos. And like my first video on here, we made bad on purpose, but I think it's kind of funny. And then from there, we're just gonna slowly improve, really show that I can't wait for like if I keep like making YouTube videos, say I never get any subscribers, but if I keep making YouTube videos for a little bit, like I should get a lot better at it. And so even then, it would be so much fun to be able to look at the progress I made on here. Like right now, even though this is so sloppy, I am so blown away by the fact that I am recording gameplay on my laptop with a face cam. That is crazy. Even though like I'm doing a voiceover now because it sucked. That's still crazy. I've got a mic. That's crazy. I remember like me and my buddy Lewis, we used to like set up the camcorder and like adjust it on boxes to where it was just in frame with the TV and record ourselves playing split screen Minecraft. And at the time, I couldn't even imagine having like I would think this was the most professional setup of all time that I have right now. I would like nothing would have stopped me if I had this from making videos as much as possible. And so like I don't know, it's just really exciting to be able to like as like you get older, it sucks getting older because like the same principle as being bad at a video game. Like when you're young, you're bad at life. You can't afford anything like that, so you do stuff like set up the camcorder. So in a way, it sucks getting older when you have more freedom to do things. It robs you of your like creativity and makes life a little less fun, but having the access to like good things, there's also beauty in being good at the game. You know what I mean? Like at some point you do have to get good at the game. And when you're good at the game, it can get boring if you're playing the same levels. But, at some point you push past that and you have to go fight the boss. And once you're doing that, it's almost like you're not good at the game anymore because the game gets harder too. So I don't even know what I'm trying to say, but that's weird. There's like a couple pixels between those dirt blocks. But yeah, it's like it's cool to be able to have access to like this laptop and stuff. Be able to push myself to like make cool videos like I spent my whole childhood watching. Yeah, we've got quite a bit of wood now. Um, just gotta craft all these bad boys into planks. And yeah, it's actually simple to make these, but watch me forget. I don't know what I'm trying to make, but it is not wood planks. All you do to make wood planks, fun fact, is just place them in there. But for some reason, I had to make it awkward. Anyways, now we're finally going to make wood planks. We're going to grab them a stack at a time, place them into the inventory painstakingly slow. Please leave in the comments how to do this more better and more efficiently so it can be more funner, please. Um, yeah, making these wood planks so we can move on to our fencage, our signage, and move on with the tasks of today. Our main goal being a reliable food source as well as kinking out, brushing out some of the knots of the recording process. Such as like reminding myself to have an upbeat voice. Because even now, the more I talk, the more I feel myself dragging down and down. And it's, yep, guess the signs first try. I think we only need 3 of those bad boys. It's definitely hard to keep continuing talking. Because, like, right, you can think all day, but then suddenly you start talking and you start thinking about what you're saying instead of thinking about what you want to think about. And see, I think that's my problem currently. Kind of like how I'm thinking about trying to make these fences and failing. I have an NCO who always tells me to stop thinking, though, and that's a solid point because when you think, I mean, things just get complicated. But you know what uncomplicates things is this recipe book where I can just press them. I wish I had known this was a thing because I had done accepted that in Java you just had to memorize how to make everything, and I was upset. But this is huge. This is way better. So I think that'll be plenty of fences for my cow pen. And time to get us an order to things. Step one, naturally, if I so funny story right here, I forgot that I had a keyboard on my laptop and I was waiting for a keyboard to pull up on the screen. But now that I'm finally figuring that out, we're gonna go ahead and type up step one, food. Step two would be to get some iron equipment, full iron armor, probably some pickaxes and a sword. Then go ahead and find our first diamonds to be able to get a pickaxe. Go to the nether, probably make up an enchantment table. Get a few enchants on some of our gear. Get full diamond set of armor and I guess a sword. Start enchanting that. Find the stronghold. After that, and get a bow. A nice bow going. Either a lot of arrows or just infinity. Then we'll go to the end, tackle the dragon, and at that point, we'll start popping champagne and celebrating. So with that being said, go ahead and finish up step one, which is food. I don't intend to make every single one of those steps an episode, by the way. We're shooting for 3 to 5 episodes to do what we got to do here. So in future episodes, there will either be time lapses or some more mining off camera type of action. I guess I could possibly live stream. I might be able to figure out how to live stream on here. So maybe when it comes time to find full diamond armor, just go ahead and do a live stream. I think that'd be a cool thing to do. Only thing about that is like I would have to have very intentional time set aside to do that. So it's like I got to know like, hey, I have 3 hours where I won't be bothered on this day or something like that. And sometimes my schedule that's hard to do. But I would love to do a live stream at some point in this series that's not necessary to be watched, but also is there in case anyone's just bored. Any of the 3 viewers just want to, I don't know, add some variety to the channel, some more stuff that's going on. So far, I've got like a 4 minute video, I got a 10 minute video. Finna drop this video, which is 20 minutes. I don't want to speed up the Lego video. So I kind of want to just let it be as long as it takes me to build that Lego set while I talk about how great Legos are. So that'll be however long. And then we could also have a live stream, which is like an hour. And then I want to keep most of the Minecraft videos like 25 minutes. And then, I don't know, most of my videos I'd probably keep shorter, 10 minutes, more fast pace. But I also super into the idea of not destroying your attention span. So like I've gotten into watching Sam Sulek because he has long videos and it's actually really enjoyable. So this is about the moment when I realized I made all the wheat into um, bread. So I didn't have anything to lure the cows, and I spent like 20 minutes waiting for wheat to grow. Luckily for you, I cut that out. So now I have wheat in hand because despite wanting to increase your attention span, I don't think you'd want to watch me watch wheat grow, because that sucked. Which also makes me realize I'm going to, even though I have so much bread now, in order to properly breed these cows, I'm going to have to transition. I might just make my own farm, big wheat farm, and that way I have unlimited wheat forever to breed the heck out of these cows, and I have like 50 cows up in here. I probably won't make like an automatic cow farm or anything. I don't think that's super necessary for what we're doing, but I definitely want to get a big stockpile of steak going. I have like 7 mutton, which is not much, but I would love a bunch of steak. Which speaking of, I would like steak right now, IRL, which stands for in real life in slang. And I'm really hungry right now. I got food on the mind. Um, but yeah, trying to herd these cows in. I will say, I don't know if this is a Java Edition thing or if I just picked like animal capital of the world here, but there are so many cows and just animals around. When I've played on my phone before, it's been like freaking painstaking just to find a cow. Just to find 2 cows and breed 2 cows has been so hard before. So, I mean, if nothing else, that's something to be pumped about. That's something that's just a little bit easier. That being said, right now I'm being awkward with the controls again, and I should have made a fence gate, I guess. These cows are being annoying. They have a short attention span. They've been watching too much Coco Melon instead of Sam Sulek, and they need to pay attention for my wheat a little longer so I can get them into this pen. I don't know if real cows have a short attention span. I would think they're pretty patient creatures because they don't really do anything all day. But look at these guys. I mean, you get just a little far away from them, and they forgot the wheat was ever there. Come on, come on, get on over here. Just get up in the pen, dog. Don't resist. Do not resist. Almost got these guys in there. Unfortunately, do not have enough wheat to breed them today. Luckily for you, I'm going to do some weeding off camera. Come back next episode with a nice sturdy cow farm, plenty of wheat reserves, and be well on the way to, well, be fully secured in having plenty of food for the rest of our journey. Other than that, thank you for watching. Hopefully, future videos will only get more enjoyable. I know this one's a little awkward. Um, Shout out to Will if he decided to watch it all the way through, or Caden. That's the only people I can kind of imagine actually sitting down to watch this. But leave a like. I won't make you subscribe, but I would like for you to comment. Subscribe if you want to. It would make my day brighter. Hope you enjoyed this video. I'll see you in the next one where we start doing a lot of resource gathering and possibly go into the nether. Goodbye.